You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
WWE, everybody. Yes, Monday Night Raw coming to you live. Man, must I say, we had ourselves a good show last night. And you can tell a certain someone was not there.
Get the fuck out of here!
Because another certain someone's influence was all over this show. Let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Yes, 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 yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome everybody to What's the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. I am your host, RJD here. In case you didn't know, RJD. Now, I want everybody to hit the like button, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. The ticker rolling down across your screen. You guys already know. Vince McMahon just had back surgery, conveniently timed back surgery, due to the fact that there are more pending charges against him. So he took leave, had back surgery, and now he's gone for a little while. And because of this, Triple H has, I guess, assumed more control than he already had. Now, we all know Triple H is in control, chief content operator. So CCO, he's in charge of creative right now. But unless you're a fool,
Stupid.
you know Vince McMahon has his input. As in, Vince McMahon is really the one in charge. And he's really the one with the final decision. And whatever he says goes. And you can tell because when Triple H was the man in charge, Monday Night Raw felt a lot different than it does when Vince came back, bullied his way back in, assumed power again, facilitated the seal to Endeavor, and merged with UFC. And you see how the shows run when Triple H was there and there was no Vince, to where Vince had input, whatever the fuck that means. So the fact that we see this show tonight, and we seen people we haven't seen in forever. We seen wrestling matches. We seen people actually look like they're doing. Actually, we see shit. Dare I say, we saw a glimpse of black and gold on this show. We seen people on this show that Vince had no intention on using ever. And this is why I think Vince, he could do what the hell he wants to do. It's his company. He has put his company here for our entertainment, and I respect it. I've been a fan since I was a child. But it's time for Triple H. Like, in all honesty, listen.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's what he needs to do. And let Triple H do him, and let him run the show, and Vince just do the business. Will that ever happen? No, we know that.
Nope.
But Triple H knows what the people want. And listen, he doesn't always have to send the crowd home happy. He said so himself. But at the end of the day, he knows what the people want, and he knows to give the people what they want. Facilitate some new stars, push some new people, get some people on TV, give them a goddamn chance to prove themselves instead of just, oh, I don't like the way he looks, pal. Put him in catering. Come on, man. Get out of here with that nonsense. Using them for 2 weeks. Oh, they're not getting over after 2 weeks, and then you leave them in catering and then wonder why they ain't getting over. Like, what's wrong with you?
Stop it. Get some help.
Who gives a shit? Oh, he rubbed somebody the wrong way. What are we doing? Are we in high school? He rubbed somebody the wrong way. So you kill his fucking career because you don't like the way he carries himself? Outside of anything explicit or anything disrespectful, because someone spoke up about something, we've heard these stories all the time. Because somebody sounds a certain way, because somebody looks a certain way, because somebody didn't get over and they were on TV for 10 seconds. Like, I don't get it sometimes. And that's everywhere. That's in every workplace. I think it's bullshit. Eventually the talent does shine through, but you gotta give somebody a goddamn chance. Long story short, Triple H definitely had way more influence on tonight's show because it was a better show. Still long as hell, but listen, we're gonna stop talking about how long the show is because it ain't going to 2 hours no time soon. Not even 2.5 hours. So it is what it is. But let's get into it. This is your Monday Night Raw review. 8/8/2023 for 8/7/2023. And I am looking forward to talking about this show. Before we do that, as always, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling, rolling across your screen. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We got someone, and you know what I liked about this show? We got some new opponents. And Fastlane looks like it's already set up. Shout out to Triple H for having a creative direction and knowing where he wants to go. WWE has put on nothing but great events this year. Even SummerSlam was a good show. It had a bad taste at the end of SummerSlam, but it was still a good show. That's not a lie.
Stop the
It was a
cap.
good show. So what happened on this show? Show opened up with Cody. Cody came out. Seth Rollins came out to get at Cody, and then the Judgment Day came out there to talk their talk, as always, with the usual Judgment Day stuff. Finn Balor ends up coming out and beating up Seth, and the Judgment Day get into it with Cody and Seth. And everybody gets mad, as always. It backfired. They stood tall. And at the end of it, we set up a 6-man tag between Cody, Seth, and Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day at the end. The Judgment Day had their issues. Finn Balor still mad at Damian. Damian still mad at Finn Balor. Rhea Ripley trying to get them on the same page. Dominique just sitting there looking stupid. So Judgment Day still going through their nonsense. Cody and Seth going through their nonsense. But Mr. Sami Zayn says, listen, I have Judgment Day problems. You have had Judgment Day problems. Your friend is out. My partner is out because of the Judgment Day. So let's come together and kick their ass. And while they were backstage in another segment, a guy beats up on Sami Zayn before the main event.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That man was JD McDonough. Somebody we haven't seen in forever. Why? Because Vince McMahon. That's why. But now that Triple H is back, JD, go out there and make yourself useful. And next thing you know, now we've got legitimate issues. And who knows? Is Finn going to get kicked out of Judgment Day? Is Damian going to leave Judgment Day? I don't know. But what I do know is that Judgment Day storyline with JD McDonough and Judgment Day is back on. That's awesome. That set up a 6-man tag, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and with the help of Shinsuke Nakamura, they came out and they fought the Judgment Day. And they got the win with the Crossroads because, once again, Finn Balor is allergic to briefcases.
Stupid.
Tried to get the briefcase, but Seth kicked it back in his face after Rhea tried to distract. And then he got hit with the Crossroads. Seth Rollins threw the briefcase out, and that was all she wrote. Babyfaces stood tall, but then there was a Kinshasa. Straight in the face of Seth Rollins. And Shinsuke turns heel yet again. This is good. Good change of pace for Shinsuke. And now we have a potential match for Payback. Shinsuke versus Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes might end up fighting Dominic again. Or Finn Balor, or that's another potential match. So we have already got 2 matches right there. Shayna Baszler fought Zoe Stark, but then she said she's coming after Becky Lynch. And Becky said, I ain't hard to find. I'm right here. So that's a potential storyline coming down the pipeline. But next week, I think we got Trish and Becky. So that should be dope. We've got a new challenger for the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable, Matt Riddle, Tommaso Ciampa, and Ricochet had a fatal 4-way. And at the end of it, Chad Gable got the win with the Chaos Theory onto Tommaso Ciampa. So now we have Gunther versus Chad Gable at Payback. That's going to be a good match because these 4, Chad, Matt, Tommaso, and Ricochet, black and gold, baby, NXT, they had themselves a hell of a match, a hell of a TV match. We wouldn't have seen that if it wasn't for Triple H tonight. So shout out to him for that. Shinsuke Nakamura fought Bronson Reed, beat him with 2 Kinshasas. So protect the big man, but Shinsuke now moves on to fight Seth potentially. And we have LA Knight. Yeah. Even though he's a SmackDown guy, he came out to talk to The Miz, and they traded a good back and forth. The Miz claiming Knight's not on his level. The Miz claiming he's just an Attitude Era knockoff. And LA Knight said he's been training for 20 years for this specific moment to step over The Miz and get to where he deserves to be. And he said, I'm looking eye to eye with you right now. Let's do it. So Knight challenged The Miz, but Miz backed down. But he delivered a cheap shot first. Knight quickly changed the momentum and got The Miz out of there with the BFT, blunt force trauma. And that will probably be a potential payback match. And then we had the return of the New Day as they beat the Viking Raiders with the limit break onto Ivar. Ludwig Kaiser beat Otis after interference from Gunther. The match came about after Kaiser was hitting on Max Dupree and insulting Otis backstage. Oh yeah. Leading to Dupree to deliver a slap before Otis came down to lay down the challenge. Imperium continued to attack Otis after the match until Chad Gable made the save. This was a good episode of Monday Night Raw. Look at all the payback potential matches we have. Look at all the people that were on TV that got time to shine. Zoe Stark, Ludwig Kaiser, Bronson Reed, Shinsuke. They were in wrestling matches. We had the New Day return. You know, the Usos break up. New Day comes back. KO is hurt. New Day comes back. One person steps down. One person steps up. LA Knight and The Miz. You know what? And to get to Austin Theory, who ain't doing nothing right now. Not his fault, by the way. I mean, if you show up to the arena and they say we ain't got nothing for you, then we ain't got nothing for you. But LA Knight, yeah, let me talk to you. For him to go through the Miz and say what you want about the Miz, put some respect on his name.
Respect my authority!
The Miz is a good talker. If he has a good dance partner, he could put on a nice, good, safe match. Nobody's gonna get hurt. And the Miz, he could tell a good story-driven match. I mean, I like the Miz. He's right. They give him chicken shit and he makes chicken salad almost every time. You want him to be comedy? He could be comedy. You want him to take a people's elbow against Snoop Dogg? He'll take a people's elbow against Snoop Dogg. You want him to get serious with Bryan Danielson and have him cut a promo? One thing the Miz always could do was talk. Regardless of what you think he in the ring, or he doesn't take risk and he's safe, or he doesn't do crazy shit in the ring, he doesn't have to. The Miz could always talk. And he always could get you to feel something. That's one thing I always liked about The Miz. Regardless of, they got him doing comedy stuff. The Miz is a good talker. He's always been a good talker. And him and LA Knight going back and forth, I want to see them throw verbal jabs at each other. And say what you want, The Miz gets intense. When he gets that goddamn vein coming down his forehead, starts turning red, The Miz can get intense. So I like this for LA Knight. I like this for The Miz. Let them have a nice story. And then they'll finally get that goddamn belt off of Austin Theory and start pushing. Because Austin Theory's time will come, okay? His time will come. Good-looking kid, great physique. But John Cena was right. We just don't care about him right now. His time will come. Trust me, it will. Austin Theory is talented as hell. And he's young still, mid-20s. He's got plenty of time to get it right. Listen, even John Cena didn't get it right out the gate. And look at John Cena now. So, not everybody. The Rock didn't get it right out the gate. Not everybody gets it right out the gate. Sometimes you got to tweak it a little bit. So stop shitting on Austin Theory, people. Austin Theory will be okay in the long run. I think get that title off Austin Theory, push LA Knight like they're supposed to, and actually let them do something with the title. Open challenge. I know that's lazy, but something. Open challenge. That title should be featured on TV. The world title ain't going to be defended on TV. So feature it on TV. Make it mean something. I think Triple H will do that. Triple H will put that title on TV. So let's see what happens. But that was your Monday Night Raw review, everybody. Damn good show. Long, but good. And I shall not complain. So, RJD here. Hit the like button as always. Follow your boy. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Enjoy the day. More news tomorrow. As for me, I'm out. Peace.